Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Stephanie Bellinger, aka The Spiritual Boss Babe, and I'm really excited because I'm finally going to start uploading more YouTube specific content for you. If you are new to me and you're like, who is this chick? And that's my cat. She loves to make a cameo, so you might see cat butt sometimes. Anyway, if you are new to me, I am a spiritual mindset and success coach. I teach on manifestation, mysticism, and magic, and getting your message out into the world. Because I believe that if you're watching this video, if you're interested in the things that I share on my channel or that I will be sharing, you are likely someone who identifies as a light worker, a healer, someone who has really big dreams, who wants to live life on your own terms and be the boss of your own life. That's what being a spiritual boss babe is. It's about being a boss of your own life, living out your purpose, and really connecting to your soul self and channeling that through your physical vessel. So I'm going to talk about a lot of stuff on this channel when it comes to all of those things, when it comes to manifestation, living life on your own terms, shifting your mindset, expanding your consciousness, and getting your message and gifts out into the world in a much bigger way. So in this video, I want to share a little bit about my personal spiritual journey. I want to share what it has been like and what really led me on my path. And I know that you are probably going to see some of yourself in what I share, and I'll share things that really helped me get to where I am now and be doing the things that I love, living life on my own terms, and helping a lot of people and doing what makes me feel so freaking fulfilled. So my spiritual journey really began a long time ago, over like 15 years ago when I was a teenager. But even before that, I always felt like there was something watching over me, or I always was curious about reality or who I really was. I don't know if you've ever done this, but I remember when I was little, I would look into the mirror and ask myself really seriously, who am I really? Who am I really? Outside of just this body, who am I really? And I would often go into really deep questions like that, even as a child. But as a teenager, I started getting even more into the woo stuff, as most people call it. And I started really getting interested in tarot cards and psychics and learning about intuition and energy and the human aura and the chakras and how to communicate with angels. I began getting really, really fascinated with that, and I got my very first oracle deck when I was 14 years old. And it's actually funny because what initially got me into that stuff, I personally believe, was my dad, because he told me this story about going to a psychic. And I remember when I was 10 years old, him telling me this story, and I thought, wait, people can tell the future? Hold up. People could tell the future? How do psychics know things? Maybe I can do that. So anyway, my dad told me this story. He went to a psychic, and then he took me to a psychic. And I was fascinated. Not because they could tell the future, because I also believe that, we have free will. The future is not always set in stone, and there's multiple timelines. That's another topic for another day. But I went to my first psychic reading when I was pretty young because my dad brought me, and my mom was so not having it because she was, if my mom watches this, she's gonna be like, why are you talking about me? Anyway, my mom was, she's okay, I was brought up really Catholic, and my mom was very anti tarot, psychics, whatever, it's the devil, blah, blah, blah. And she was not really excited about all of that and was actually pretty against it. But I had to follow my heart, and I really wanted to learn more about this because something within me knew that this is something that anyone can do. Tap into their intuition, their sixth sense, communicate with God, higher power, your higher self, whatever. I just intuitively knew that. And so I started eventually learning about it as a teenager, getting into card readings and angels and all this stuff. and reading books, and started really expanding my mind. And it felt really, really good because, side note, during that time, I was actually in a really, really toxic, abusive relationship. From the age of 14 to 20, I was in a mentally, physically, sexually abusive relationship for 5 years of my life as a young teenager, young adult. And it was a really, it was like rock bottom, to be honest with you. And I had to learn how to build myself up from the inside. And my spiritual journey helped me do that. And so as I started getting into all these things, learning how to communicate with angels, meditating, getting into crystals, I started having more of an awakening, and I realized that the voice of my soul, the essence of who I am, began to get louder and louder, and helped me know that there was a light at the end of the tunnel of that hell that I was in from that abusive relationship. And so I, would religiously meditate every single morning, and I would do automatic writing, and I'll make different videos on these things to share with you like what they are and how to do them for yourself. But what I'm getting at is my spiritual journey completely changed my life. Not just that phase of it. That was the first phase of my awakening. And I actually have a separate video on the many layers of spiritual awakening, because I've had many awakenings, and I believe that a lot of people have different phases of their awakenings. Like, you might have one initial awakening, and then as you're doing the work later down the road, you have another one. See, I told you, Phoebe likes to make cameos. She just like pretends like nothing's going on. She only does this when I'm making a video. So as I was saying, I believe that most people have different layers of their spiritual awakening. And what that really means is that, like, the whole journey of life, in my personal opinion, is to remember who the F you are. Your soul self in the physical, to be fully actualized, right? And so we forget, and then we remember, and then we forget, and then we remember. But the more we forget, the more we remember, and the more we remember, the more we expand our consciousness. And so these different layers of awakening, it's just remembering, it's like bringing your soul, more of your soul fragments of your soul, like into the physical realm to experience the 3D reality. So for me, that was my first like real layer of spiritual awakening during that time when I was at rock bottom. I was meditating, all that stuff. But I've always had really weird experiences throughout my whole life, and I didn't really start connecting all these dots until much later on. I've always felt like there was a presence with me. I had a really vivid visualizations and meditations and really, really vivid dreams and crazy dream experiences. I've had the most crazy dream experiences. I can literally write a book on that alone, and I will make more videos on that topic as well. I've had out-of-body experiences, and a lot of times when I saw spirits or ghosts, and I would think that my place was haunted, until one time one of my friends was like, "Hey Steph, did you ever stop and think that maybe all of the places you've lived are not actually haunted? Maybe you actually just see spirits?" And I was like, no, I actually never thought of that until now. So I started connecting a lot of dots on my journey of my own intuitive gifts, my own mediumship gifts, if you were to call it that, or just really what was going on with me as I was awakening to more than what is here in the physical. That's how I'll say it. Awakening to more than what's here in the physical. And I believe that, I know that we are all capable of developing our intuition. You are also capable of, connecting with your angels. You are also capable of channeling. You are also capable of, really developing your spiritual gifts, whatever they are. And all it really takes is an intention, right? For me, once I started getting this curiosity as a, teenager, I wanted to develop my gifts. I wanted to get to understand the energetic realm, the spiritual realm a lot more. It fascinated me. And so I did. And perhaps I believe that I've been doing this for lifetimes. And if you're watching this, the chances are that you probably have been too. Or you probably wouldn't even be like drawn to this video or this channel. So that's that. The reason why I'm sharing this with you is because I know that you probably want to strengthen and enhance your own spiritual gifts. And so I'm going to share a few things that I've done from the get-go that have helped me open up a lot more. And I continue this journey over years and years, because as I mentioned, that was when I was a teenager just getting into it. And then I continued my journey really just through my own life experience and really through healing a lot of what I was still carrying with me for some time after that abusive relationship. I was carrying a lot of old patterns and limiting beliefs and needed to do a lot of like inner child healing work. And so I went into getting really obsessed with learning about the subconscious mind and going to hypnosis and EMDR therapy, and learned about EFT tapping, and eventually became a master practitioner of NLP, hypnosis, different modalities that have really helped me transform my mindset, transform my subconscious mind, heal old wounds, and really be able to step more into my power and create my reality in an intentional way, to be able to actually attract what I want versus what I don't want. And I had to learn a lot of lessons along the way, and I still am. But through my journey, through learning about myself, through healing, through still connecting deeply with spirit, angels, whatever, higher self, whatever you resonate with, there's a lot of beings, a lot of amazing, loving beings out there. But through my whole journey with this, it's been amazing and life-changing, and I was eventually led down the path of plant medicine work like ayahuasca, psilocybin mushrooms, which that type of work has helped me open up in more ways than I can even put into words on one video. And those tools like plant medicine are for really expanding your consciousness, and they've been used for thousands of years for healing and expansion. And that has been a huge, huge, huge part of my journey. Once I came across plant medicine, I realized, whoa, this is what my soul has been guiding me to this whole time. And suddenly everything made sense that happened before that. And again, that's another topic for another day, because I'm trying to keep this video kind of short, but I keep going into all these things because I want to share more of my journey, more of my story with you. So I've done a lot of things throughout the last 15 years, and it wasn't always easy. It was not always rainbows and butterflies, and I'm still on the journey because that's life. We're on this journey of expansion. We're on this journey of bringing our soul self into the physical, like I said before, because I personally believe that's the point of life, is to experience being human. Being human is to experience through our senses and to express. So as a human being, we are a being who is here in the physical 3D reality. We experience through our senses and we get to express. And what we really are is, at the core of it, is consciousness streaming through this physical vessel that we chose. And so the awakening journey is to awaken to your soul self, your essence, the you who's connected to divine, the limitless you, to awaken that so that you can experience more magic in everyday life, and also to still appreciate the duality and the contrast, because that teaches us so much. We came here to experience ourself. We're really just experiencing ourself through everything. And I can go so deep on that topic, but it's really, really fascinating. So my journey has taught me a lot. It's been really beautiful. It has helped me step more into the truth of who I am, and nothing feels more amazing than just being your freaking self. Being yourself, the truth of who you are, behind any old stories, behind anything that has happened to you, behind any old patterns or whatever, being the truth of who you are in your freaking awesomeness, all of who you are. Nothing is more empowering, nothing is more freeing, nothing is more fulfilling than that. And really feeling good, like really feeling so fucking good about who you are, like loving all of yourself. That is what this journey has done for me. And in doing so, and in continuing to do so, it has helped me create a life that I fucking love. It has helped me build a business that financially abundantly supports me. It has helped me create a life of freedom where I get to do what I want, when I want, how I want, as much as I want. It has helped me attract my soul family, my community, amazing people in my life. It has helped me connect deeper to me. And that is what I want for you. And that's what I know you want too. And that happens the more you step into who you are. That happens the more you connect with your soul self and bring that through. That happens when you intentionally decide and you commit to yourself on this journey and know that it's a journey and all we ever have is now. So how do you want to be and feel right now? What do you want to express right now? And so some things that really, really helped me on my spiritual journey, that helped me open up to my gifts, that helped me connect more deeply to myself and to spirit. And when I say spirit, I am talking about my higher self as well as, all that is. At the essence of it, we are all that is. But I'm talking about my higher self, source, some people call God, angels. When I say spirit, I'm kind of like lumping all of it in one. Higher self, source, angels, spirit team, your guides. What helped me connect to myself and spirit has been two main things. I'm going to keep it real simple for you. And I am going to make a lot more videos about a lot of things. And I would love to hear, actually, while I'm, talking here, leave me a comment and let me know if you have any questions or what other kind of topics you want me to talk about within this stuff, because that would really help me help you even more. So 2 easy things that helped me the most, connecting to myself and connecting to spirit. The first thing was meditation. Now, when I first started meditating, I started with guided meditations. So I started with guided meditations, and I first started with like meeting my spirit guides, meeting my angels, and I would meditate every single morning for at least 20 minutes. I don't currently do every single day now. I still have my practice, and I'll share what that is a little bit in here as well. But I initially started really meditating 20 minutes in the morning and putting on either meditation music or a guided meditation that I did, and I would go within, and by doing that consistently, it really, really helped me tap into an expanded consciousness. It helped me tap into my soul self. It helped me connect to my guides. It brought me to the present moment, and it got me out of my head and into my heart. So meditation is key. Even if it's just 10 minutes a day, meditation is really going to help you connect to yourself and to spirit. And there are many different meditations that you can do, whether it's meeting your spirit guides, whether it's a meditation for attracting more money, whether it's a meditation for self-love. When I first started, like I said, it was about connecting with my spirit guides and also self-love. That was like my first main focus. And really, to be honest with you, self-love is everything. It always comes back to self-love. It really does. So meditation, starting a meditation practice, something that feels good to you. Right now, my form of meditation is I still do meditations where I listen to either high frequency binaural beats, or I will just put on some meditation music. Sometimes my meditation also just looks like my dancing. I dance and I do a lot of movement meditation, and that really taps me in and helps me get more into the embodiment of what I'm stepping into or what I'm calling in. So my meditations aren't always the same, but I still do make time to go within. And for some people, maybe walking meditation is what they prefer, out in nature. So whatever it is, try on all three and make a commitment to yourself to meditate, because it's going to clear your mind and help you tap into your heart. And when you tap into your heart, you're able to do things from a place of being more of your higher self, and you'll get different results. So that's my riff on meditation for a hot minute right there. The second thing to really connect to yourself and your spirit team that really helped me is automatic writing. Now, automatic writing, I will probably make another video on this as well because I have a lot to say about it. But automatic writing was my first practice at, I guess, basically channeling. Now, I was really obsessed back in the day when I first got into all this as a teenager. I was so interested and fascinated to connect with my guides and angels. I really, really wanted to hear them, to see them, to communicate. And so my first practice with that was with automatic writing. And so what automatic writing is basically is you grab a pen or you type and you just let it flow without even thinking about it. You let it flow without even thinking about it. So it's like the words come before you even register them in your mind. It takes a little bit of practice. When I first started with automatic writing, I thought, am I just making this up? Or, oh, this feels a little weird. Then I started practicing it in a different way, where I started writing a letter from me to either my higher self or to my guides or my angels. And I would write like whatever I was thinking or feeling. Maybe if I had a specific question, I would write just as it was from me. Then I would pause and take a deep breath or two, close my eyes, and I would just let the answer come out or let the response come out. And the response was the automatic part. And I would just let it flow, let it flow, let it flow, and just stop when I'm done. And the more I practiced that, I actually got a lot better. It became a lot more clear. And I would often look back and read it and be like, whoa, that was really deep. Or wow, that was a really powerful insight. And I continue to do that even today. I still do automatic writing. I still write letters to my higher self, to my guides. It's a way that really helped me enhance my own gifts and connect to myself and spirit more. And it's a really, really powerful tool, especially if you're interested in learning how to channel more. Automatic writing is a really great place to start. But in general, you can do so many things with it. I've even done inner child work with automatic writing and meditation, and wrote letters to my inner child, had her write letters to me. It's a really powerful tool for multidimensional healing and manifestation. And these two simple things, meditation and automatic writing, will really help you enhance your spiritual gifts and expand your mind and expand your energy. And so that is all I really have in this video. I wanted to keep this a bit shorter, but I hope this really helped you and spoke to you and gave you some insights or activations or tangible things that you can now do and practice. I'm going to be making a lot more videos. I feel like I could go into so many more things that I touched on in this video, and I'm really, really excited to do so. So if you loved this video, if you have any questions or whatever, drop them in the comments. But if you like this video, make sure that you subscribe to my YouTube channel and that you hit the notification button so that you know when I upload new videos. Like I said, I'm going to start uploading here more on a regular basis, and I'm really, really excited about that because I have so much that I want to share with you and help you with when it comes to reality creation and really stepping into your next level in life, in business, in relationships, in finances, in all the things, and living your multi-dimensional life.